Your vote for the best businesses in the metro area made it happen. The 2015 Best of Omaha Businesses, selected by you. I'm Travis Justice. Join me as we visit some of the companies that you chose as Best of Omaha, and we're going to find out what makes them special. Come on, Hugo. Let's go have some fun, bud. Let's go. Tell you what, this pup's ready to play.
We'll get them taken care of.
All right. See you, Hugo.
Come on, buddy.
Is this the Ritz-Carlton of dog boarding or pet boarding?
It's about as close as this guy can afford. When Sheila and I started this, we wanted to make it as nice as we could, and we think we've accomplished that. Numerous times we've used the word pet care with panache, and I think that really says it. And so what we do is, at our resort, everything is all-inclusive. And what that means is we ask that you bring the food. We don't want to upset their tummies. So, but everything else is included. All the playtimes, medication giving, special requests, treats, all that type of thing. So we want, inside of that time frame, they have about 3 3-hour playtimes a day, which is a ton. We break them up, so we want to make sure they get hydrated, they get their treats, they get some rest. And so it's a big thing. It's just it really is a resort for dogs.
Well, you use the word resort, you use the word all-inclusive, spa, suites. Is this really a first-class experience for a dog?
Well, I think it is. We're the only place in Omaha that is in the city proper. We have the largest outdoor play area in the city at 6,000 square feet. Our pet cams are on all the time. So wherever you are, in Florida, Lincoln, Nebraska, wherever, you can be sitting at home. You can watch your dog at play, which is nice.
What do people, when they say, I can watch my dog when I'm on vacation, what's their reaction when they hear
Well, they love that. And in fact, some of the dogs, people bring their dogs for daycare, and then they're at work watching their dog when they're supposed to be at work. So we can probably get them in trouble over that. A lot of the kids that work here could work any place. They could work fast food, they could work in grocery stores, they could work anywhere. They like working here because they're passionate about their animals. And that it just does my heart good. I can look in the back at any given time and they're petting them or giving one of the pets a kiss. Those are things that you can't teach. That's just natural. And that really is what we have here. We have about 18 employees. A lot of the kids work here through high school. They come back home from college. They call right away, they want to work again. So they're passionate is a big word around here.
Do you see all these happy people? Well, let's meet the doctor who created all these beautiful smiles. Court, I'm going back to when I was a kid, and I never had braces as a kid. My brother did, but he went to his family dentist, got that done. How much has orthodontics changed over the years?
A ton. Basically, the old braces would actually be applied. There were rings around each tooth. They had to pound them on, and now everything is just stuck on, which is a good benefit. But we have clear braces. We have the Invisalign program now, which is a set of clear aligners that move the teeth, slowly move them a little bit there. You have appliances now. People used to wear headgears. We don't do headgears anymore, or you shouldn't. And now we're also realizing that a lot of past orthodontic experiences and treatment styles would actually limit the airway. I mean, a lot of extractions and headgears would pull things back. Well, we have a society full of sleep apnea. I don't know if that had something to do with it or not, but now what we do is we bring the jaw forward instead of pushing the upper jaw back. We have appliances to bring the lower jaw forward, and we do a lot more non-extraction, expansion, so we're not limiting and pushing the tongue back or closing the airways. And that's a very, very important thing to do. And we do a lot of early treatment, which can prevent problems later.
I'm kind of guilty of this because I always, when I think orthodonture, I think kids, but you mentioned sleep apnea and all sorts of things. Orthodonture is really for everybody, isn't it? I mean, kids and adults.
Yeah, we do a lot of sleep apnea treatments for adults. We try to correct it. We don't make appliances just to partially fix it. We fix it. In kids, we can prevent it from being a problem. But adults, about 30% of my practice is adults now, and they like the Invisalign, they like the clear braces, every age.
When you have a child or even an adult go through the whole process and they leave here and they have the smile they want, what's that make you feel like?
When they're happy, I'm happy. When they smile and leave the door, and the smile makes it all. It makes me happy about it when they see. And you see when you come in the word smile, and the smile's there, and that's what it's all about.
Did you know that when Omaha Magazine started the Best of Omaha Awards in the early 1990s, the categories and winners were chosen by the magazine staff and not the voting public? Well, it's the community's call now.
All right, what I'm starting to realize is that I should have saved every single toy I had when I was a child. Tell me how this Tonka truck has a price tag of $599.
You know what's amazing
and that's
is
$599.
if it was just even a little bit better shape, you'd be looking at something that's over $1,000.
You know, people hear the word pawn, and some it's a bad four-letter word.
Yes.
Explain to everybody how pawn is not a dirty word.
You know, and that is, it's a negative connotation we have towards our style of business. Well, really what we are is we are a bank. So you have something that you already own, that we don't do credit checks or anything like that. So you bring that item into me here, we evaluate it, and I actually loan off of that item. We store it for you until you come back to get it.
So my son wants a Telecaster big time. So when they say custom, is this all handmade then, or is it?
Vendor's custom shop, so they call it a relic. They even make the fretboard look like it's worn out. So,
you know, as a buyer, let's say I came in and bought something.
Sure.
How do I know when I walk out? What if it broke right away? I mean, is there a guarantee?
And that's what's great as well, is a lot of people go, well, boy, if I buy something from you, how if I know if it works or if it's not going to break down on me in a couple weeks? I offer a guarantee on everything in here. My jewelry, I write up full appraisals for you. Take it anywhere you like. If it's not what I say it is, I give you your full money back. U.S. Army 1911 Colt 45 automatic.
World War I?
This is World War I, and this piece here. So this actually is, you actually can see in there stamped U.S. property right there. If you turn it on the other side here, you're actually looking at the U.S. Army stamp as well right there.
Saul's has a solid brand in Omaha. When you say Saul's, everybody knows what you're talking about. What does that mean to you?
You know, it means so much to me because our number one thing here is customer service. I want repeat customers. I want more customers coming in. I want referral business. And the only way you get that is by taking care of people.
What makes you the best of Omaha?
When somebody comes in here to either purchase something or to use our services on the loan side, we want to make sure that they leave here knowing that we did the best for them and that they're going to come back and we're going to be here for them.
Let's be honest, keeping a New Year's resolution, well, it can be kind of hard. And when you go out, eating healthy can be even harder. Problem solved here at Charleston's. Vince, I got to be honest with you because, you know, I'm a businessman, and when I think of going out for lunch, and I go out for lunch quite a bit, I'm always thinking healthy options, but I leave a lot of places going, I'm not having a healthy lunch. Talk about the healthy lunches I can get here in Charleston.
With our salads,
Yeah.
well, there's so many different varieties of greens to begin with, and then combinations of all the toppings you can put in it, you know, the complement. The Waldorf salad with spinach and apples and raisins and things like that, you know. Our fresh chicken that we cook here and slice to order for our salads with our new kale salad. You know, pretty much kale's the new antioxidant deal, and people are big into that right now.
You know, you're named Best of Omaha for your salads and lunch. What makes this place so unique and so special for a lunch atmosphere?
That, well, with the attention to detail from our service staff to hospitality, they know a business guy can come in and he knows he's not going to have to wait forever to get something. The staff's very attentive. You know, you can get in and out within a half hour, 45 minutes if you need to. I mean, our main focus, our mission statement is to exceed our guests' expectations. As far as everything's over hickory wood, from steaks to seafood, you know, and then even our baby back ribs, people will like say, you know, well, you're not a rib place, but wow, try those ribs. Being
voted Best of Omaha, when you hear that, what's that make you feel like as a proprietor of it?
Yeah, well, honestly, it gives you that warm feeling inside. We had a guest first time in here this Christmas Eve, and they were in here and they were like, wow, this is the best meal I ever had. And so they were back here 3 days later, and then they were here 2 days later after that. As far as and then they were bringing friends in. I think when those kind of little victories are what makes it, you know, when you go home and you tell your wife, hey, this is how today went, you just feel good about it.
Best of Omaha brings us out to Valley, Nebraska, where big things are happening here at Carson Enterprises. All right, Clayton, I gotta first of all, this is a fabulous place. I mean, it's gotta be fun to come to work here every day.
Yeah, you know, it's great. It gives you the kind of the environment. It's inspirational. All this came from old churches, old barns. I mean, all these signs. There's a local guy here that makes all this iron.
You mentioned that inspiration. Talk about your landscape projects and just where the inspiration comes. Is every project different?
Yeah, I would say that we never try to do the same project twice. We are a boutique firm, we are a niche market. We try to do things that are interesting and make sure that the quality of our products can stay true to what we are. We don't want to just put slapstick cookie cutter projects together. We need as much creativity and input from the customers as we can get. What do you like? What do you want to see? What's your ultimate goal? What do you want to come home to after work? What makes you feel good? Just like we've created an environment here where we're happy to come here. It's neat, it's inspirational to us. What can we do to inspire you and make sure that you're happy with what we delivered you? Now is a great time to start planning that landscaping project, because like a larger scale project, say you're thinking about putting in a pool for the spring or waterfall area with a garden and outdoor kitchen. You know, you have the time right now to really figure out exactly what you want. What time of the year do I want to put it in? What works best for our schedules and your schedules? What types of material do I want to use? You know, I think the coolest thing for me about this job is once in a while you'll get a customer that you really hit it off with, and that customer will come to you and say, this is my overall vision. And then some of our great designers, Jake Fouch is a great designer, he does a lot of our designs. Some of the coolest things is when you give a plan or a project to a customer and for the first time they say, this is fantastic, we trust you, do what you want. And you nailed their vision, and that's the funnest part of the job.
Here's another fast fact about the Best of Omaha. In its first year, there were fewer than 30 award categories. Today, there are more than 300. Your votes have made the Best of Omaha a huge success. And here are a few more examples of that.
What is your slogan again?
We'd rather be the best than apologize for anything less.
You got it down. Where did you come up with that?
You know, we come up with that when we first opened our shop in Waverly, Iowa. Before we even opened the doors, we had a slogan.
You start on Saddle Creek and then you extend now to 4 stores. We're here in Papillion. Why the success? Why have you been able to expand?
You know, I think it's all about doing the right thing and taking care of people. We know we can repair their car, but we got to take care of people also.
It's fun to work with the customers. It's really enjoyable to be able to help somebody out during a time where it might be stressful for them, make it real easy, and they can, at the end of it, look back on it and find that it wasn't so painful.
Well, when we first opened, I would sometimes have to run and get parts or do things like that, which is probably where wanting people to be noticed when they walk in the door and things like that, that probably evolved from some of my experiences.
What do you do to stay on top of that technology?
Well, I think we stay involved in a national level, especially where we get to see firsthand what's coming up. So that's helped us stay ahead of the curve, or at least on the curve as things change.
Being a dingman and being able to talk about the brand, which is Dingman, and family and all those things, you know, it's fun.
When you hear Best of Omaha, how does that make you feel?
Good. I think it shows that we're continuing to hold the bar at the top, and we want to make sure we keep it there.
Is it enjoyable for you to work every day with your wife and your daughter and your sons?
That's a pleasure. It is so fun to have them here every day, and there's so many families that their kids are scattered around throughout the country, and they don't get to see them, and we're pretty fortunate.
Building a new home can be a daunting task, but it really doesn't have to be. You can secure your family's legacy by building a totally customizable home with Legacy Homes.
At Legacy Homes, we're committed to energy efficiency. That involves a whole lot of different things. It's not only high efficient furnaces or 2x6 exterior walls with blown-in insulation. It's other building practices like sealing the building envelope so it becomes very airtight. The house we're in happens to be a geothermal home. Not a lot of builders do geothermal. Every home we build, we have tested by a third-party energy auditor.
Hey, that's a big deal.
It is. And for every home we build, we get what's called a home energy rating system. A home that's built to standard codes has an average HER score of around 100. Legacy's average HER score is around 48.
And lower is better here.
Lower is better. Yeah, which means it's twice as efficient as a standard home. The home we're standing in happens to have a HERS rating of 33. Wow. 67% more efficient than a standard home. It's going to save you a lot of money every month on the utility bill.
So we just visited your beautiful model. Now we're in the design studio. What happens here?
Well, the Legacy Homes Design Studio is really all about the customer experience.
Okay.
Buying a new home can either be a tough process or it can be easy. And the design studio is here to make the process easy for our customers.
How many choices do you have? I mean,
thousands.
I was going to say.
Yeah.
How do you narrow that down for somebody?
We look at price point, price range, durability. I always encourage people to think about things in terms of these are my needs, these are my wants, and these are my wishes. From there, it's really our design studio specialists. Their job is to guide you through the rest of the choices. And it's fun how quickly it can come together when you have all the samples surrounding you. It's not driving around town to pick flooring over here and taking a little swatch to pick out cabinets and countertops.
As we get closer to spring, I've started to look for some ideas, and that's why I've come to Omaha's best, Omaha Nurseries, for some green thumb inspiration. Chris, I guess first of all, let's start off, you guys named Best of Omaha. How's that make you feel?
It's quite an award. You know, our involvement here locally is a big thing. It's very important to our business. For us to have that award and for it to be a local award means a tremendous amount to us.
What really sets Lanahaw apart from its competition? It really makes you guys stand out?
Well, again, back to the passion. We are extremely passionate about what we do. Our people, I'd prefer to say they're the best in the industry, and we take a tremendous amount of pride in the things and the products we offer. For instance, we grow all of our own plant material and trees here locally, and that gives us a very distinct advantage over others. The plants and the trees and all the products we grow are they're climatized to our local climate.
What are the steps I should take right now to get ready for spring?
Our climate here is it's very unique in the sense that there's a small window for us to get out, you know, for the average green thumb, or even just somebody that's purchased a new house and they want to get their landscape taken care of. So you can never start planting too early. Whether it's stopping in our garden center and looking at the plant material we have available, there's only a finite amount of time to get that plant material in the ground.
You know, somebody comes out and walks through the garden center. This is just a massive, it's almost like a nice amusement park for somebody who just wants to come out and relax. But you can I think a lot of people can get a lot of ideas just walking through here, can't they?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, from right when you enter in, our home decor, to all the chemicals, all the landscape products we do offer, and you venture into our greenhouse portion of our garden center, tropicals, annuals, houseplants, I mean, anything you could possibly imagine.
Which people need to know is beneficial because you've seen it all then. I mean, you've seen it all and you can react to almost any situation.
Well, not only have we seen it all, but again, back to our people, the types of people we employ. Our people have the experience. We have the know-how, we have the tools, and we have the experience to get the job done right.
Did you know that you don't have to vote for all 300 plus categories in the Best of Omaha? To make your vote count, you only have to cast a ballot in a minimum of 15 categories. It's time to check in now and see who else attracted attention this year.
Oh, this feels so good. I'm with Nancy from American Nails and Spas. And Nancy, how's it feel to be named Best of Omaha?
It feels great. Actually, this has been our 4th year in a row being first place in Best of Omaha. You know, it's such a great honor.
Okay, so here I am, a guy in the chair. And most people say, well, pedicures are only for the ladies. The manicures are only for the ladies. It's okay for me to be sitting in here, isn't it?
It absolutely is. We do get a lot of men that come in, and it's actually very health beneficial for them. It's stress relieving. You hit those pressure points on the bottom of your feet or your hands when they do the massaging. For ingrown toenails, getting all that bacteria out. For diabetics, it's extremely important to get pedicures. It helps with the lotion massage, will help with the circulation. Hot stones helps with muscle tension.
What's the time commitment somebody could expect?
Well, you know, we have 7 different manicure pedicures to choose from. So we do have a basic, and that runs about 45 minutes. And then going up to our highest one that we have, it could, with mani-pedi combo, it's about an hour and a half.
But it's a relaxing hour and a half.
It's very relaxing hour and a half.
Besides the manicures, what other services do you guys offer?
You know, we offer the fake nails. We offer the pink and white solars, the custom solars, acrylics. Then we have the shellac overlay with that, as well as shellac. We also have facials. We do the microderm abrasions. We also have chemical peels, waxing.
You know, besides getting your foot work done or your hands, when you sit in these chairs, these are massage chairs
Yes,
too,
they
aren't they?
are.
So you can get a
They're
full
wonderful.
massage when you're.
Yes, you sit back, relax, and you know, we've done our work. I love it when I even see people falling asleep, because I feel that was what our basic goal is.
It's a natural thing. The last time I was way out of my
There's 5 of us. There's 4 partners, and we have an associate as well. And we have several different locations. We're all Nebraska born, all Nebraska bred, all big Husker fans. And we're not going anywhere, and we're a tight-knit group.
JR, I'm going to be honest, every time I sit in one of these chairs, I start to hyperventilate. Where did the fear of the dentist chair come from?
Everybody is terrified of the dentist, and a lot of it revolves around, you know, ignoring and getting to that spot where ultimately things are too far gone. And if we just come for those regular 6-month visits, we're in a good place.
How has the profession evolved to make it less painful, less stressful, and more friendly?
Well, it has changed drastically. It has come a long way, and a lot of that goes with helping the overall needs of the patients. And our latest advancement is, it's called CAD/CAM dentistry. We make our own crowns. We mill them in-house. We take impressions. We can do crowns in the same day. One other thing that we have in our office, it's called an ICAP machine. And basically it's 3D imaging. So when you lose a tooth, a lot of times we need to replace that with a dental implant. If you don't have this imaging, it's really, really difficult to do it the right way. And we're one of few offices in the entire state that has that technology. We ultimately want people to feel comfortable and relaxed. We call people by their first names. We recognize people. We want everybody to know that this is their spot.
You know, part of it, what's it feel like to be named Best of Omaha?
It's humbling, but we're also really, really proud of it. It's a big deal, and most important, it's a big deal because the patients are the ones voting, and that's a huge deal for us because that means we're doing the right thing.
The businesses receiving recognition tonight are among those who will be displaying a Best of Omaha sign in their front window for 2015. Did you know that only 4% of all metro businesses earn that special honor? So let's check out some more companies in that lucky 4%.
We are here with Rachel from Pyramid Roofing, and Rachel, you have these Best of Omaha stickers plastered all over your trucks. What's it mean to be Best of Omaha?
What that means is that our customers have quantifiably voted for us because we've exceeded their expectations and met the standards that they believe that we should meet.
We first want to talk to you and see what your expectations are, what your plans are for your roof. We take that in consideration. We get up on a roof, we measure it, of course, to make sure that we're getting a proper estimate for you. And then we just present different types of materials and see if that's going to work out for your project.
Which one is the most popular color?
Weatherwood is actually the most popular color. The one thing that helps out for being Best of Omaha is giving a customer a realistic aspect of what's going to happen in the timeline of their roof replacement, making sure that they're fully aware of everything that we're going to be doing.
We're always honest with people. If you don't need gutters, we're not going to sell you on gutters. One thing that we like to tell people is, you know, after a rainstorm, look at your gutter. You know, if you're having constant overflow, you know, coming off your gutters, that means that, you know, maybe it is time to either get new gutters or to get, you know, bigger gutters.
Everyone from start to finish knows the importance of a person's home. It's most likely their most valuable investment, and they treat it with respect, and they do their best to treat them as if they'd like to be treated.
Looks like, yeah, about 25 feet of leaf relief over here is going to be replaced, but I'll get there and measure it just to make sure.
Okay, while you're up there, can you take my Christmas lights down?
Yeah, I can do that for you.
And knowing that you got a friend in the business, should we say, that customers can count on?
I think that it just adds an extra layer. We already are putting on the best quality products there are, using the best installers, and then having somebody that you can call that you know has been there since 1993. I've been there almost 15 years, so somebody can call me and say, you know, this is a problem we're having. How can we fix it? Can you come out and do our roof again? Because the storms have come through and we need another roof, and we trusted you then, we want to trust you now.
Best of Omaha, should we just call it Best of Nebraska because you have locations in Omaha, Lincoln, and now a new one in Kearney, correct?
Exactly. We've been in Lincoln for a long time, opened up the Bellevue store in '72, and just recently opened up the Kearney store in November. So we've got 3 locations right down I-80.
Take me through the process of, I walk in, I have no idea what I want, to really help me select what's perfect for me.
Well, all of our salespeople are pretty trained, pretty knowledgeable, and most of them own RVs and they use RVs. That's the most important thing about a salesman in the RV industry. And they will at first find out if you're family, you're by yourself, what you're going to use your camper for, where you're going to go, what your tow vehicle is, what your towing rating is. We try to lock you up to those type of questions we ask you. Washer and dryer back here.
Oh my.
This one's ready to hit the road and don't ever come home.
This is really high-end stuff. I mean, you've got hard surface countertops. I mean, this is really kind of luxury living, isn't it?
Hard surface countertops, real wood, residential refrigerator. That's a 110 refrigerator with a big freezer. This one you got multiple air conditioners on top, big generator. There's nothing this one can't do. No, everybody today wants to bling. They want the shiny floor. This is your tile floor, easy to keep clean, looks nice.
Something like this, what's the going rate for something like this?
This one has a price of $329,000.
How difficult is it to drive one of these things?
Not difficult at all. Just need a valid driver's license, do not need a CDL license. Just like driving an oversized truck, just have to take wider turns when you make your turn. That's all you have to do.
Big window, and I've got the camera here to see what's in behind me.
A full glass front, no bar in the middle. You got full visibility on the front and also the sides of you, and your backup camera and your side cameras tell you where you're at. And this has the comfort steer. Newmar has exclusive rights, so it drives like straight down the road. You got a windy days, it's made to be right dead towards dead center.
All I need is cruise control, a footrest, and I'm ready to go.
I'll go with you.
Wow, this is the type of camping I can look forward to this summer. Speaking of that, don't forget to cast your ballots for the next Best of Omaha. Ballots are going to be available July 1st through August 15th, and it really is the best time to show the companies you support and give them the recognition they deserve. I'm Travis Justice for Best of Omaha. Thanks for watching, everybody.